The concept of creativity involves a variety of types of creativities, and I think it's extremely important to emphasize that there isn't just one kind of creativity. For example, in my research, we've identified 5 clusters of characteristics that can be called creative in nature. And if I can briefly describe these, very briefly, we've called these dispositions to creativity because they indicate a way in which the person will be creative. One of them is what we call, what I like to call expressive creativity, where spontaneity is the essential characteristic. The person doesn't require much rehearsal, seemingly has a great deal of talent, and can do things through improvisation or impromptu. At best, this would be a Louis Armstrong, or it would be a spontaneous dancer. Very different from this is what I'd like to call a technical creative person, whose characteristics are essentially that of craftsmanship, proficiency, and skill. Unlike the expressive person, he takes time. He is skillful in operation. At worst, he may make nuts and bolts or ashtrays or be a potter. At best, he can be a Stradivarius violin player. I think it's important to point out in each one of these dispositions, they become creative when the product becomes unique. A third type of creativity involves what I like to call inventive creativity, and essentially involves ingenuity. That's the capacity to take materials, combine them ingeniously into and solve old problems in new ways. At best, this would be exemplified by Edison. Then there's the innovative creative person. He is much more abstractly ideational. Whereas he doesn't develop systems, he can take a system, as Jung, for example, took the system of Freud, and innovate on it and make a subsystem, so to speak, based on another one. Finally, you have what I consider, and what most people, I think of when they think of creativity, the emergentive creative person, of which you only have a handful in each generation, if that. These would be the Einsteins, the Marxes, the Freuds, the Picassos. They develop ingeniously unique original systems.